G'day guys, welcome to another episode of Facts and Fintan. Obviously today's topic is royalty, chosen by you, the fan, beat out cats. Can't say I'm happy about it because I get into it, but I don't really care about the royal family. And if you do, I can't understand you. I just don't get it. Like, people care about the royal baby and stuff. They have no power, so who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, why people worship them, but why? You know, I don't get it. But that's not what we're here for. We'll get into that later. Forewarning, this is more of a rant than facts, because there's not that much on them, actually. So, royalty, obviously such a big topic. Had to narrow it down a little bit. So, it originated with the feudal systems of medieval Europe. And under feudalism, there were a few very powerful landowners who acquired large amounts of territory through military force of purchase. And then they became high-ranking lords, and eventually one became the king, obviously. Fun fact, the first king of England, his name was actually Egbert. Yes, Egbert of Wessex, who in 827, after Northumbria submitted at Dore, became the first king to rule over a united England. So, if you're named Egbert and you can be the king, I'm telling you, the listener, you can do anything. You can do bloody anything. Alright, so the current family, royal family, line of succession that's what we're here for. So it's Queen Elizabeth II, top dog, the monarch, the matriarch, then Prince Charles, then William, and then his son George. Obviously, I get how it works, but you got to feel bad for Harry, don't you, a little bit? Obviously, title means nothing. Charles is going to get it on his deathbed. But yeah, you got to feel bad for Harry. So let's start with the Queen, because we got to see what they actually do. Because I don't know what they do. Do you know what they do? I don't know what they do. So let's start with the Queen. So the Queen does nothing. She does nothing. Actually, sorry. She does engagements, which are literally just events like parties and diplomatic trips and awards and that sort of jazz. Fun fact, in 2015, she did 341 of these engagements. So, woo! Shout out to the Queen. That total actually is more than Harry and Will and Kate combined. So, that's sick. She must be, her role, she must be neutral in all political matters and she can't vote. So that's cool. She opens each session of Parliament in person. Cool. And actually, before I get into the rest of these, a lot of her actual power and the royal family power, it's just on paper power. You know what I'm saying? It's like just a save image. And it's all, technically she could do this. Technically she's the most powerful woman in the UK. But in reality, it's not really the case because the Parliament has pretty much whittled their power down to nothing. So, as I say that, it turns out that any legalisation passed by Parliament must also get the Queen's stamp of approval, which is called the Royal Assent. And as I mentioned how it's pretty much just a technical power, it is because the last time, fun fact, the last time the Royal Assent was refused was 1707, when Queen Anne refused a bill that would have recreated the Scottish militia after England and Scotland were unified. So, she's not really going to turn anything down, is she? So, technically, again, she is the Colonel-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, which means, technically, all soldiers in the British military are under her control and under her power, and she could take a leading role in all military operations. She also can appoint bishops and archbishops, that sort of jazz, as she is the Supreme Governor of the Church of England. So, that's cool. And technically, she is the only person in the UK, as the monarch, who has the right to officially declare war. However, it does only apply to all-out warfare and was last enacted by King George VI, fun fact, during World War II. So again, on paper, but not in reality, because she's not going to do anything, is she? She also technically has the right to dissolve Parliament, which means she can force out all current members of the House of Commons and call for a new election. And on paper, she could also call for a new election over and over and over and over again until she gets exactly who she wants in. So, But let's cut her some slack. Because fun fact, the Queen took the throne in 1952, and she is a 93-year-old woman. But you know what I don't understand? On that, she's so old, but why don't we celebrate her birthday on the right day? Because they have the Queen's birthday, which is like June 6th or something. But the current Queen's birthday is April 21st. So it's like, why are we celebrating when the new's here and about to die? Let's just give it one send off. Like I already said, I don't care about them. But if you're going to have a holiday for the Queen's birthday, can we at least make it the one that's alive? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. But what do the royal family cost the UK? Well, it costs the taxpayers $40 million, pound, £40 million every year. However, profits from the land they own does generate $200 million a year, which they forfeit and give to the government. So by keeping the Queen at Buckingham Palace, technically the UK earns around $160 million. But at the same time, that doesn't... I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me, does it, though? Because why do they cost the taxpayers so much when, like, if they generate so much profit, why do they need the 40 million from the taxpayers? You know what I'm saying? Like, if they have the 200 million, why do they need the 40? I don't... Good thing this wasn't an episode on tax, because I have no idea. Like I said, I don't care about them and I don't understand. But let's get into it. Royalty in the media. Obviously, the most famous, Game of Thrones. And on Game of Thrones, it's, you know what annoys me? Like, everyone's so pissed off about the ending. And, like, oh, Bran, he couldn't be in charge. Like, yeah, he's dumb and he doesn't do anything. But would you rather Xerxes stay in power and not die? Fuck her. Like, yes, I'm only on season 2. But Joffrey's the worst. Cersei's a damn close second. Jaime's a damn close third. And bloody old mate Ned never should have died. Don't at me. Don't at me. Yes, I'm only on season 2. But, you know what I mean? Like, everyone's pissed about the ending. But at the same time, I guarantee everyone's still going to be pissed if it ended the exact way you wanted to. Like, if it ended exactly the way that you wanted it to end, you'd probably still be pissed off, wouldn't you? Like, people have this complex, this superiority complex, where it's like they feel they're more entitled to, and they deserve more than, like, the actual creators of the show. Highlighted by everyone gets so pissed about a coffee cup being in the damn shot. Like, oh my lord, it's a coffee cup, people. It was clearly intentional. Like, they're probably just there, like, oh, look, we've been off for 9 years. We've been off for 100 episodes. Every episode's a goddamn hour long. We're going to have a little goof here. We're going to leave a coffee cup, see if anyone notices. And if they do, it's a little, hey, we're human. Tip, we're human. We're connecting with you. This is funny. But everyone gets so upset. Oh my god, how can you have a coffee cup in this set? Oh my god, I'm professional. You're ruining 8 years of hard work. God, and like people were so upset about that because they have the need to be upset that they literally photoshopped water bottles and shit into the set. Like, it was fake. They were photoshopping it into the set. Like, oh my god, people, get alive. Get a goddamn life, people. And look, another example is in Avengers Endgame. It was so goddamn good. Like, I've never been more into a movie in my life. Like, I was literally sitting there and I'm just like, yes, I'm flexing every time they're doing something. I'm like, oh my god. So up, so down, so good. And like, oh, everyone was so pissed off with Thor. You got people that were actually upset about the Thor. Oh, he's different. He shouldn't be fat. He should be big and strong. It was so funny. It was perfectly done. Oh, but we can't have anything different because they have the need to be always right. They always get what they want. Oh my god. People with the Hulk, Professor Hulk, he was so funny. It was funny, it was clever, it was a nice take on him. Oh, but no, I want the angry Hulk. I want him to Hulk smash. I want that Hulk, the angry Hulk smash. Like, why? You know what I'm saying, homie? Why? They didn't want to do that. Get over it. You didn't get what you want. Get over it. Oh my god. Fun fact, did you know that the royal tea is actually a blend of Earl Grey tea, cardamom pods, and honey? And that's the royal tea. I'm joking, there's actually water. I don't like tea that much. So that about wraps up today's episode. Hope you enjoyed. And as always, stay tuned. Catch us.